Hi guys, welcome to Tech Wave Surfer. In today's video, we're going to look at the latest tech news of this week, which includes Google's new AI tool for music and Spring Boot's latest version. So first up is Google DeepMind's Lyria, their most advanced AI tool, has announced two new experimental AI, which are the Dream Track and Music AI tools. With Dream Track, users can simply enter a topic and choose an artist to generate a 30-second soundtrack for their YouTube short.
Baby, we've got nothing in common, but I know that I'm what you've been wanting for so long now.
And just wait for the music AI tools. You can hum a song and it will recreate it using any instrument you select to. Let's take a look at that.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
These tools are still experimental and very much in progress, so we don't know what the future could hold for these incredible tools. Let me know what you guys think about these tools in the comment section below. So guys, next up is the new version of Spring Boot, which is the Spring Boot 3.2, and I will summarize the overall details, but if you would like to read more in depth, I will put this link in the description so you can read more in detail. So let's get started and see all the new things that have been added to the Spring Boot 3.2 version. So first up is the new REST client. Spring Boot 3.2 includes support for the new REST client interface, which has been introduced in Spring Framework 6.1. This interface provides a functional style blocking HTTP API with the similar to design in web client. Now, existing and new application might want to consider using REST client as an alternative to REST template. Next is the new Java 21 virtual threads, and Spring Boot 3.2 ships support for virtual threads. To use virtual threads, you need to run on Java 21 and set property spring.threads.virtual.enabled to true. And when virtual threads are enabled, Tomcat and Jetty will use virtual threads for request processing. This means that your application code that is handling a web request, such as a method in a controller, will run on a virtual thread. For the observability improvements, you can now use micrometers timed, counted new span, continuous span, and observed annotations. The aspects for them are now auto-configured if you have aspect J on the class path. And the scheduled annotation method are now instrumented for observability. And observability for R2DBC has been added as well. New improvements have been made to the reloadable SSL support, and SSL stands for Secure Sockets Layer. So now SSL bundles can now be automatically reloaded when the trust material changes. A bundle must opt into this functionality by setting its reload on update property to true. The consumer of this bundle must also support reloading. And here are some of the consumers that do support reloading, who are Natty Web Server and Tomcat Web Server. Next up is the newly supported CRAC, or the Coordinated Restore at Checkpoint. In this, the Spring Framework integrates with Checkpoint, or restores as implemented by Project CRAC, to allow implementing systems capable of reducing the startup and warm-up times of Spring-based Java applications with the help of JVM. And a checkpoint can be created on demand, for example, using a command like jcmd application.jar jdk.checkpoint, But before the creation of this checkpoint, Spring Framework stops all the running beans, giving them a chance to close resources if needed by implementing the lifecycle.stop. After restore, the same beans are restarted with the lifecycle.start, allowing beans to reopen resources when relevant. JDBC Client is the new feature that has been included in this Spring Boot 3.2. The existing JDBC template is a solid abstraction that simplified our interactions with databases. However, it has a few cons as it can get pretty verbose if you're building simple CRUD services based on resources. It demands a deeper understanding of all the methods you need to communicate with the database, factors like row mappers, column to field mapping, and so on, which can be pretty tricky. Now, Spring JDBC client is auto-configured based on the presence of a named parameter JDBC template. You can inject it directly into your own beans. And here is an example of using JDBC client. And lastly, these are the other notable improvements. Spring Boot now uses version 2.2 of H2 by default, and Spring Boot now supports Jetty 12. The default log output now includes your application name whenever you have a spring.application.name property set. And the OKHTTP3 support has been deprecated in favor of OKHTTP4. That is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.